Number 5, the Allosaurus. Probably the most famous theropod dinosaur next to the T-Rex, Velociraptor, and Spinosaurus, which was made famous by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World, a novel. Allosaurus was once the most wide-distributed dinosaur of his era. Allosaur demolished its prey with its regular carnosaur features, claws, teeth, and of course its size. It also had 2 very bony knobs on its head, but is most possibly used to scare prey or for attracting mates, but it is probably not strong enough for defense of attack. Allosaurus was probably a swift predator, reaching up to speeds of 24 to 25 miles per hour. They also say that the Allosaurus was a pack hunter, since once they found about 40 Allosaurus skeletons all together in just one spot, probably because they found an herbivore stuck in the mud and every 5 Allosauruses or so tried to get to the herbivore at a time, but get stuck in the mud nonetheless. That shows you that Allosaurus probably wasn't the brightest dinosaur, but he managed to squeeze himself here in the top 5 because he is quite a ruthless pack hunter nonetheless. Number 4, the Tarbosaurus. The Tarbosaurus is essentially the T-Rex's distant cousin of China and Mongolia. Tarbosaurus is just as powerful as a T-Rex, but lacking a few of Rex's most deadly features. First, Tarbo is quite smaller at around 36 to 38 feet long, although some scientists believe that Tarbosaurus is well over 40 feet in length. Secondly, Tarbosaurus lacks T-Rex's binocular vision. And third, Tarbo lacks T-Rex's poisonous saliva. But Tarbosaurus does have his American cousin's bone-crushing jaws. And they say Tarbo might be a little bit faster too, but the Tarbosaurus also has his cousin's average-sized brain capacity, which may or may not put him at a disadvantage. Number 3 is the Spinosaurus. If any of you are familiar with Jurassic Park 3, then you're probably pretty excited because the Spinosaurus was the star of that movie. The Spinosaurus itself is the largest land carnivore the world has ever known and takes a 3rd place on the throne of this list. This monster is massive and stretches up to a massive 60 feet long, with the Giganotosaurus being only 50 feet long. One of the only reasons why the Spinosaurus is down at number 3 is probably because of his weaker jaw. Spinosaurus's weak jaw is built for catching fish, not slicing but prey. Although that jaw would gobble up any small dinosaur now. The other of the 2 reasons is that Spinosaurus' sail sometimes is a weakness. The sail is Spinosaurus' oversized spine, so if he were to flip over or flop over on himself, his spine will break and he will be unable to move, rendering him totally paralyzed and basically setting himself up to be a meal for any other predators in the area. But on the plus side, this Spinosaurus is able to intimidate other dinosaurs with its massive sail and its oversized arms and huge claws. Number 2, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, now this is the pretty much predator that everybody's familiar with, the official king of the dinosaurs. So why would he be at number 2? Well, most lists support the T-Rex as number 1 because of his, reputation in the dinosaur community as being the one and original, and since Jurassic Park made him famous. But here's why the T-Rex is also not as big as earlier giants such as the Spinosaurus or Gigantosaurus. So I'm sorry to rain all over your childhood, but the Tyrannosaurus is not the largest predator there is. However, the Tyrant King also has many objectives in his favor. Some facts that bring him to number 2 is that he has binocular vision, which we had talked about with one of the previous dinosaurs, and an average above brain, and bone-crushing jaws, but who could forget those? And if you probably didn't know, his teeth are actually infectious. Well, more of the saliva than anything else. You probably haven't heard the last one, right? Well, neither have I till I really started digging around on this. But basically, being a predator, rotten meat gets stuck between his teeth and pretty much rots. And when meat rots, bacteria grows and festers, and so therefore his saliva becomes extremely toxic. Kind of like a Komodo dragon almost in the same way. But then again, if you're getting bit by a Tyrannosaurus, I really doubt you're going to escape from it and live, just considering he's obviously going after you to devour you. And if you've seen Jurassic Park like everyone else has, he pretty much just swallowed everyone whole. Coming in at number 1 is the Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus is the second largest dinosaur next to the Spinosaurus, and the Giga himself had a stronger bite force than the Spinosaurus. Though his bite force is not yet as strong as the T-Rex's, the Giga's size beats almost every factor in the Tyrannosaurus. Plus, the Giga has longer arms than the puny stumps of a T-Rex. At the same time, Giga is proven to have a larger build than the T-Rex, which means the Giganoto can run faster. While studies have shown that while the Rex can run up to 15 miles per hour, the Giga can easily hit up to 20. The Giga is also known to hunt in packs, very much in the same way that Allosauruses are speculated to. They find a lot of Giga skeletons very close together. This is so they can bring down large sauropods such as Argentinosaurus. You know, honestly, until I see otherwise, I think that the Giga is the largest predatory dinosaur and most likely was the absolute deadliest. This South American behemoth lived alongside massive Titanosaurus, such as the Argentinosaurus and the Saltosaurus, so it's safe to presume it would have been an incredible hunter on its own in order to at least take down a juvenile of one of these dinosaurs.